A pair of shoes and a life. On a cold December morning in a small coastal town near Boston, life was bustling as usual. Vendors set up their stalls in the town square, shopkeepers sipped their morning coffee while planning their day, and people hurriedly walked to work bundled in thick coats. Amid this flurry of activity, a boy sitting on a worn-out bench at the corner of the square caught everyone's attention. About 10 years old, Alex was dressed in a thin jacket, worn-out trousers, and a pair of tattered sneakers. The icy wind bit through his clothing, and the holes in his shoes exposed his toes to the bitter cold. He sat quietly, rubbing his hands together for warmth, casting shy glances at the people passing by. One of the shopkeepers, Donald Trump, was walking to his shoe shop when he noticed the boy. Donald, a well-known businessman in the town, had spent years building his empire and had a reputation for generosity. He paused and approached the boy with a concerned look. "Hello there, son," Donald said, crouching down to the boy's level. "What's your name?" The boy hesitated for a moment before softly replying, "Alex." "Alex," Donald said, his voice firm but caring. "What are you doing out here in this cold? Where's your family?" Alex lowered his gaze. "My dad lost his job," he murmured. "My mom is sick, and I have to take care of my little sisters. But these shoes hurt, and it's hard to walk now." Donald felt a pang of empathy. No child should carry such burdens. He extended his hand and said confidently, "Come on, Alex. Let's get those feet taken care of." Alex hesitated, confused. "Where are we going?" Donald smiled warmly. "To my shop. We'll start by fixing those shoes of yours." Reluctantly, Alex followed Donald to the shoe store nearby. The cozy shop smelled of leather and polish. Donald walked over to a shelf and pulled out a brand new pair of winter boots. "These look about your size," he said, kneeling to help Alex try them on. Alex slipped his feet into the boots, his face lighting up as he felt the warmth and comfort. But his joy quickly turned to worry. I can't pay for these," he stammered. Donald chuckled and patted Alex on the shoulder. "These are a gift, Alex, but I have one condition." Alex looked at him with wide eyes. "What condition?" "One day when you're able, I want you to help someone else who needs it. That's the only payment I need." Alex nodded solemnly, his voice firm. "I promise." But Donald wasn't finished helping Alex. That evening he called together a group of friends and businessmen from the town. Together they organized a campaign to support Alex's family. Within weeks, Alex's father found a job at a local carpenter's workshop, and his mother received medical care from a community doctor. As for Alex, he returned to school, where he quickly proved to be a bright and determined student. Over the years, he excelled in his studies and grew into a confident young man. Years later, Alex returned to the town square, now a young adult. He was dressed smartly, carrying a bouquet of flowers. He walked into Donald's shoe shop, which was just as warm and inviting as he remembered. "Mr. Trump," Alex said with a bright smile, "I've come to thank you for everything you did for me." Donald looked up from the counter, surprised but pleased. "Alex, look at you. You've grown into a fine young man, but you don't owe me any thanks." Alex shook his head. "I do, sir. Because of you, my family got a second chance, and I want you to know, I've kept my promise." Donald raised an eyebrow. "Oh? Tell me more." Alex's smile widened. "I've opened my own small shoe store in the city, and yesterday I gave a pair of shoes to a little boy who reminded me of myself. I told him the same thing you told me, pay it forward." Donald's eyes welled with tears. "I couldn't be prouder of you, Alex," he said, his voice full of emotion. As Alex left the shop that day, he carried with him not only the lessons Donald had taught him, but also the hope that kindness could transform lives. And so, the chain of goodness continued, one pair of shoes at a time.